Hi guys, it's early Saturday morning here in Manila, so it's time to do our review for the week. And as promised, we're doing it on the 70 Plymouth B body, which includes the Roadrunner, GTX, and Superbird. And as I said, we're mainly going to spend most of the time focusing on the first edition Hot Wheels mainline, which is this guy back here. All of those color variants are the first year from 2006, kind of carried over into 2007. Even some of the card variants will be like a 2006 card and then 2007 cards. So there's even a bunch of card variants on some of these. Short card, long cards, '06 card, '07 card, international card, US card, etc. But as like usual, I'm not really a package collector, more of a loose collector. So that's why you see these guys sitting here loose and their little clear brick rods. So let's go ahead and get started here in just a second. Once again, choked up again with the video. I think I talk too much during the day because I teach classes all day online, so I talk quite a bit. So I think that's why when it comes time to do the videos, I'm a little choked up. So please excuse me. So let's start with some of the chase stuff. So we'll get that out of the way, and that will give us time to focus on the other guys. So this guy here, you guys have seen, it was in the Mr. Norm's shoot for all chase cars when I had like 47 or so chase cars. I put him back in the package just to show you the package it came in. This is actually a Toys R Us exclusive Black Bandit. They only made 2,500 of it in the regular series, so going by the 2% rule, which was true back in the day when this car was made. This is like when Greenlight first started. They like the 4th or 5th year they were in business, 2010. So this is 2,500 total production, but the green machines would have been 2%. So that means there's only 50 of these in the world. So this is number 29. So not a low number, but not a high number, because actually it's just not a high production. This is probably one of the rarest cars I have. It's actually probably the lowest production of any car that I have. I have a couple other Toys R Us Black Bandits, but I think they were production of like 4,800 or something like this. So then they would put the total at like 80 or 90, something like that. This is a really cool car. Even the regular edition's really cool. This is a very subtle green machine, which I pointed out in the other videos before. The only green feature, like looking at it sideways or from above, whatever, is just a green lip on the wheel. The trim on the wheel itself is green, and that is about all you would see. The regular version is chrome, so very hard to tell until you flip it over. Then it's got this bright green chrome base. So that's the thing that kind of alerts you that it is definitely a green machine. But looking at it from the top and side views, it's very hard to tell. I really like the series of Black Bandits if they're nicely done. Like this guy here still has the chrome. I don't like when they black out the bumpers on muscle cars. Now, the modern Chargers, it's fine. They're all black or all painted anyways, so it's fine with me. Muscle, though, the old 60s and 70s stuff, I like when the bumpers are still chrome or silver. And it's a very cool car. It's got the BB plate, Black Bandit. So this is one of, maybe there are 2 GTXs today. I'm not sure, but this may be the only 70 GTX that I have. But no, actually I have a 143rd in the back that I will show you guys by Matchbox. But this is a very cool car, very rare car. As I said, probably one of my rarest. Surprised it's not more valuable than what it is, but I don't know why. It's not like some of the cars I have. So production number doesn't always mean the value of the item. So There you go, one last look at her. Very cool car. And I'll set him over here. Now the other one we're going to look at is the 70 Roadrunner Green Machine. Don't think you guys have seen this yet. I haven't done this in any of my videos. It's been on Instagram and some pics, and on Facebook and a bunch of pics for some groups and such. But I don't think I've shown it on YouTube. So let's get him out of the package. These guys, this is the last time they'll probably ever be in their package because I've started a chase shelf in my display case, and that's where all of these guys are going. Yeah, maybe next weekend we'll take a look at the display. I was going to do it this weekend, but I figured the B bodies, I wanted to point out some of the rarity of the main lines in case you guys have them. Some people don't know like how rare of a car that they may own. So this is beautiful. Love the green body green machines, because this could actually be like a factory paint car, 446 pack car, air grabber hood, just like the GTX. I didn't point that out, but it's also a 446 pack car with the air grabber hood. Is very sweet. I love the green body green machines. I wish I had more of them, but unfortunately they're rare to find nowadays. So there he is. He is a regular numbered car. Like, they didn't serial number the green machine separate on this model. It's 5297. So this was kind of just randomly inserted into the regulars, so nothing special about the numbers on these greenies. It's probably a few hundred of these actually. Actually, a lot of guys I know have this green machine, so it's not like she's a rare one. Probably a couple hundred of them at least. I'm not sure what the production was on this GL muscle, but there you go. Nice looking car. So let's park him over on the side here. Last chase. This is the 2008 Super Treasure Hunt 70 Roadrunner. There's actually a rare version of this car that a lot of people are like really going after. It's a painted base variant. This is just a regular cast finish base as far as I can tell. I really didn't find that like something to really spend big money on, but some people will spend a lot of money on that painted base. I can't remember what it's really worth, but this car, carded in a mint package, probably goes for about 40 or 50 bucks nowadays. So it's worth a lot more than it was a couple years ago. Now, if I can get it to zoom in, I just noticed this today when I was taking pictures of it for Instagram. It says TH08. That's actually really cool. I did not know that they put the year on this car under the TH logo. So that was really like a cool surprise tonight, because I've had this car for a long time and I just now noticed that 08. Yeah, some tampo error there where the gold is bleeding through the white, but no biggie. It was only $1 car. And this is a rare, like, mainline variant that you'll find. It came with a cast iron, or not cast iron, but Zamac diecast base, too. So it's an all-metal casting, quite heavy car. Really cool. So, take this guy and park him there. Well, that would have been bad. I almost dropped him in the floor. So then there's these other guys here. I'll run through these pretty quick. This is a Hot Rod Magazine Editor's Choice car. This is a premium car from back in the early 2000s. See the Editor's Choice logo on the back deck lid. Really dig this purple metallic color on this car. It was a plastic base though, rubber tires. Pretty cool car. This was actually an old Ames exclusive from the late 90s or 2000, and it's actually a 100% car, as you can see, with a really detailed base, but it has the composite mold two-piece plastic wheels with white letters, which is not a usual feature on these composite mold wheels. Really nicely done car. And as I said, it was in a black window box. Didn't come in the display case, but it was 100% car done up for Ames. So, pretty cool car. You don't see this one every day. I think it was a limited production run of 10,000 or so. So, there's that one. Then, this is the last Garage series in 2011. This is their Roadrunner. Really like the car, except they put, like, I don't know what's wrong, but the front track is way wide on this one. I think it's because of the offset of these wheels are too deep. These chrome reverse wheels on like the Treasure Hunt and the Editor's Choice are perfect. These 5-spokes are a little bit too deep, so they stick out on the front of the car, as you can see. But not too bad. Still cool casting. White letter tires. Some kind of like retro like type paint job. It has the sassy grass green, sublime green, whatever you want to call it, but with like a matte black two-tone finish on it. Pretty cool. Then I have a couple of Greenlight Roadrunners. This one here is one of the first issued cars. I don't remember what year it's from, but it's from like the Hobby exclusive series. I think it's one of their first. It's a low number for a regular production car, 160. And it's also, no, this is a Hemi dual quad car, it looks like. So really cool piece from Greenlight. And this just has a bulge hood. It doesn't have the air grabber, which I'm kind of surprised, being the Hemi car and all. Magnum 500 wheels. Really nice blue color. I don't think I would call this B5 because it's kind of greenish looking. Then this one is one of their later ones from the Graveyard Cars series. And it's plum crazy color. Also bulge hood. I'm kind of wondering if Greenlight even made a air grabber on this car or not. Yeah, even this guy is a bulge hood, and this guy is also a bulge hood. So, that's a good question. I don't have any with the air grabber, just this bulge style hood. So this is a cool one. I think this is a 446 pack car, it looks like. Nicely done. This one, I don't know why, it just looks a little dull to me. This casting in general, all of them look dull to me compared to like some of the Challengers in Plum Crazy. Like, just for example, this is a Graveyard Cars Plum Crazy. See how much shinier this guy is compared to this guy. It's just like they forgot the clear coat when they were making this Roadrunner. Still, yeah, cool. Like it, not complaining, but yeah, just something I kind of pointed out. It just looked really dull. Then, going to the next ones here. This is the Johnny Lightning Stock Car Legends Roadrunner. Cool, with authentic paint jobs and such. There's this guy, and then the Pete Hamilton, I believe is the guy's name, that raced for Petty, number 40. Like I said, paint jobs are authentic, but the casting itself is a little inaccurate, a little underscaled. And not only underscaled, but the roof is a little misproportioned. Like big B pillars, they're really wide, really narrow too. Kind of like the Racing Champions casting, actually. Still cool though. They look good in the display case, like stacked on top of each other in the brick rods. You can't really tell that they're that off on scaling. So cool to have displayed in your collection. Then this is probably the best NASCAR variant of a Superbird available. This is from Hot Wheels, actually. We unboxed this a few weeks ago. Very nicely done from their 100% series. with like NASCAR chassis. As you can see, the exhaust exiting out the side, cage with the window net, enlarged wheel openings, even with the bigger slicks for NASCAR. Very cool casting. This was from the Mopar carded thing, which was which was also part of the 100% line. And once again, sorry guys for that coughing. So yeah, it's actually a really nice casting for like NASCAR style Superbird. Scaling is very accurate too. If you want to compare this to like say an A2 or Greenlight, which is accurate with their Daytona, really accurate in scaling on this car. This is probably the most accurate in scale Superbird available. I don't know, the Racing Champions one also is pretty nice in the scaling. I don't have one, unfortunately. I have to pick one of them up, but yeah, this is, though, the NASCAR one. Racing Champions one looks more stock, so I'm going to try to find one of those and maybe do a video on it in a few months. Now that we're through all these guys down here, this guy here is probably the rarest Hot Wheels B-Body 70 available. This was very hard to find in the Vintage Racing series. I finally found it here. It's already been opened. I just put it back on the card for this video so you guys could see where it came from. Richard Petty's 70 Plymouth Roadrunner. This is probably one of the hardest ones to find in this series, and also the Torino of Petty is really hard to find in this series. This car here goes upwards of $100 sometimes on eBay, but if you shop around you can find them for about $70. But yeah, this is one of the rarest ones that Hot Wheels has out there. This is kind of more sought after than the painted chassis Super. So this I just had to have because, as I said before, I collect racing cars. So this is really cool one to have in the collection. I'm still lacking all the other Petty cars from the Vintage Racing series, but this is one of the harder ones to find. So I was happy to score this one last year. A very nice car. So there is that guy. So, as I said, he's probably the most desirable one. Now, these are 143rd yesteryear Matchbox cars. This is the Roadrunner, and it's very cool. Has the Go Wing, air grabber hood, rally mirrors, nicely detailed, beautiful chassis, accurate rally wheels, really cool casting. Really like these yesteryear cars by Matchbox. Really heavy car, and no opening functions, but still detailed everywhere. Very nice. And then here is the GTX version of it. This is like the, I guess we'd call mellow yellow probably. It has the air grabber, no Go Wing though on the GTX. And I just had the boxes sitting out here because this is like what they usually come in if you buy them in the store. But the Roadrunner was like a mellowway type of box. It's just a plain white one with the serial number of the car, the product number. But this is how you would get them in like the hobby stores and such. So those are my bigger scale 70B bodies. That's about as big as I go. I have a Jada 124th Fast and Furious, the silver one ordered, but I have not got it yet because of the quarantine stuff is kind of delaying a lot of orders. So, I know this video is going a little long, guys, but these I need to point out to you. This is the first year that Hot Wheels did the Superbird. 2006, first edition. There were 10 variants of this car released. I have 8 of them. The other 2 are extremely hard to find. And this is the blue one. I have both blue variants, blue 5-spoke. and I'm just taking this one out to show you. The other ones we'll leave in the brick rods. Yeah, I don't know how these stickers got on the bottom of this car, but anyways, I'm gonna get those off someday. Not now though. And anyways, well, there goes one. So this is, I guess, the harder one to find of the blue. The 10-spoke is easier to find. So there was only 2 variants of the blue, 5-spoke and a 10-spoke. Then the green had 3 variants. This is them. 5-spoke, 10-spoke, and the faster than ever FTE wheels. The yellow had the same, but I only have 2 of them. The one that is extremely hard to find is the 5-spoke variant. That was supposedly, I think, a Kmart only exclusive when they had Kmart days back in, I think, 07, 06. It may have been one of the last ones released, but I heard that it was only sold at Kmart. Very hard to find. You can find pictures of it on Google, but trying to find one for sale, you're good luck, all I can say. It's going to be impossible. And when you do find them, they're usually selling for upwards of $100. They're very hard to find. There's a few cars from 06. I don't know what it was about the 2006 year, but it was a fantastic year for rare variants on first editions. And there were a lot of first editions that year with numerous like wheel variants, paint variants, but then the same color with different wheel variants. The 5-spoke, as I said, you can find pictures of it on Google, so check it out there. Then you have the copper bronze color. There's 2 variants of this one, like the blue. This one with the PR5, and what's kind of weird, this is the only variant that had the PR5, the split 5 spokes. The others had everything else. Then there's a variant of this with 10 spokes. I can't even find a picture of that car on Google. It's listed in South Texas Diecast as one of the variants available. I've heard of people having it, but I have yet to see one in person or even in a picture. That is one of the rarest ones from 2006 of first editions. I know there's a rare Toyota AE86 too. I'm not sure of the wheel variant and the color that makes it rare. There's a white one and a gray primer one. One of those are worth a fortune. This is the same year that had the 55 Chevy panel first edition, and there was one that had a painted black grille that used to be worth a fortune. It's kind of come down in value a little bit, but they're still selling upwards of like $50, $60. They used to sell for a couple $100. There's a yellow Cuda first edition, which is a Kmart release. It has 7 spokes. Most of them only have 5 spokes. There's one that has 7 spokes that's worth like $70 or $80, sometimes even $100. So 06 is a very good year for rare variants. So check your cars, check the history if you have some 2006 first editions, because some of them are worth a fortune. Well, small fortune anyways, between $50, maybe even a couple $100. I would say if you have a copper colored Superbird with 10 spokes on the card in good condition, you're probably talking a couple $100, maybe even more than that, depending what somebody's willing to pay. Because as I said, that car is like a myth, kind of like Santa Claus or something. But the yellow 5-spoke, you can find pictures of it every now and then. But finding one for sale is nearly impossible. And when you do, they're probably going to go for nearly $100. So just wanted to point that out to you guys, that 06 was a great year for first editions. So make sure you do your homework on your 06 first editions. There was even a Corvette. I don't remember the color, but the one that has PR5s. I think it's the white one, is also worth pretty good money too, like 30 or 40 bucks. So yeah, make sure you do your homework on the first editions from '06. So this is my video for Saturday review of the 70 Plymouth B body, and I wanted to point out these '06 first editions to you guys because some of them are worth a lot of money. Then I heard about the Corvette challenge. I know I commented on Rat Black's video and also Mike at Nitro Speed's video that I was going to do that this weekend. I just couldn't find time, so I'm going to do it on Monday for my premium unboxing. I only have, I think, 5 Corvettes, maybe 6 at the very most. I'll unbox a couple. A couple are already loose. One of them is actually a Super Chase from M2, and it's still in the box. I'll take it out for you guys, let you get a better look at it. Then I'll unbox a couple other premium cars. Not sure what they will be, but 5 or 6 of them will be Corvettes, and we'll do that challenge from Rat Black on Monday. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Stay safe and healthy, and if you have not subscribed yet, remember to do so. If you have a channel on Diecast, let me know. I'll check it out and I will subscribe to your channel too. Please like the video, share the video, and I will talk to you guys on Monday. Thanks for watching.